Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Gat, and welcome back to Parquet. Parquet? I'm gonna mess up the name every time, aren't I? So, last time we did the prologue, which, my god, it was a really good story. And I'm really excited to play the game. So, let's just get into it, you know? Alright, let's start. New game. I can still remember my first memory clear as day. Is that the boss? Like, you should give him like a face before. You work for me now. Is that? Yeah. You will work for me. A strange man in a strange room, suddenly commanding me. You live to serve me. Remember that. You were born for that reason, and that reason alone. I don't remember anything prior to that. My name, my age, where I live, my parents, and how I grew up. That explains why my first thought when I heard that was, I need to serve him. I genuinely felt that way. A task has been given to me. Reform the company Ibuki. There were several reasons why they fell to the wayside and became mired in financial troubles. A globalization progress, scientific breakthroughs overseas led to them losing their edge in the global market. Although they were attempting to diversify and expand the company's research, the old Foggy in charge simply couldn't keep up with the changes. Another significant factor was the management never did the necessary reforms in the face of this decline. On the contrary, I noticed that many of them were using company funds for strange things. Thus, I determined that unless those in charge of management changed, the problems would never be fixed. Needless to say, fixing the company was monumental undertaking. A small spending reduction wouldn't have done anything. I need to put the whole company structure under a microscope and make drastic changes. I got rid of pointless meetings and unnecessary overtime. I did a large-scale review of staff positioning so that everyone could make full use of their potential. I also set up a new valuation system to go with the reformed business structure. And then, the improvements to our BMI products, that list goes on. One of these fundamental changes I proposed was change in leadership. Trying to better the company while keeping the same people that made it sink would be foolish. However, that decision wasn't approved. It took roughly half a year for the effects of my change to become clear and apparent. Ibuki made a miraculous turnaround and was once again a profitable company. What they called a V-shaped recovery in the business. I was able to prove my worth, or so I thought. This is enough! Ibuki needs to go higher! That's the only thing you're good for me! That's the only thing you're good for! Come on, earn your damn keep! I need you to do whatever needs to be done. Whatever needs to be done. I obtained 51% of Ibuki's shares in the market. I persuaded major shareholders and gained support for my reforms. Now I was finally ready to implement my proposal, which was rejected. The motion to replace the current director had passed. What the hell do you think you're doing? He flipped into a rage. I don't understand why. I merely did what was necessary to make the company prosper and help it grow. Though, I suppose his reaction is warranted. He couldn't have seen this coming. All the shareholders that had his back up until now turned on him seemingly overnight. In all honesty, their reaction was less than favorable as well. Which is to be expected. From their point of view, I am completely other nobody. Who are you? Are you from Ibuki? You think you'll just take orders from someone we've never heard before? You must be out of your mind. Where's security? No one said a visitor was coming today. They simply couldn't be reasoned with. However, after some time, I got them to ease up a bit. Ah, so you're the one behind the reforms. Alright, you may speak. But better not be wasting our times though. Of course, there was a trick behind their sudden change of attitude. So expansion. I can connect directly with the minds of those I touched. That allows me to strongly influence their decision and feelings. It's akin to a strong power of suggestion, hypnosis basically. I use this power to persuade the shareholders. I'm a spliced soul that comprises of various human memories. This is a power I can use precisely because of the instability of my mental makeup. That's why I decided to call this soul expansion. That said, it's not like this gave me carte blanche to make people do whatever I want. I just made it so that they actually listened to what I had to say and gave them the reform proposal in due consideration. What ultimately gave the proposal any traction were the pressing concern about Ibuki's current management. When did I ever tell you to do this? I told you to make the company bigger. I told you to make yourself useful. How dare you try to remove me? Like hell I'm going to stand for this. If I wanted what is best for Ibuki's future, all the agents responsible for the company's downfall must be exercised. Excuse you? What is this supposed to mean? If this company wants to achieve continual growth, it needs management that is up to the task. The current management does not have what it takes. This man, for example, was misappropriating company funds. He enlisted the service of consuls with dubious prudence several times. He gave himself bonuses without reason. What a dick! You're a head of a company. You're making lots of... I never understood this shit. Hi, I'm saying this right now. I never understood this shit. He's the head of a company. Head of the company, and he's getting shit ton of money. Like, I'm poor, but I don't steal from my job, you know? Like, how is this guy able to steal money? You're making tons of money. You can afford all the services like Netflix and all that. You can eat out every day if you want to. Hire your own chef. Why do you need to take funds? Oh, let me guess. You buy expensive things like a house, car, or not even a house. Maybe like you get like what? Expensive cars and jewelries or whatever, clothes that like depreciate over time, and now you're stuck with them. You can't sell them, and if you do sell them, it's going to be less because, you know, less than what you paid for it. Anyway, and he imposes all the losses he incurred from his private investments onto the company. These crimes are are a blight on the entire company. You are out of your mind. I'm this company's. He points his finger at me accusatorily, his eyes bulging. However, that doesn't change the truth. I am... He stands there, completely and utterly stunned. His shoulders droop. Damn it! Damn you! How could this happen? How could a defective test subject like you do this to me? You goddamn useless puppet! The company was brought back from the verge of bankruptcy, and prospects for future growth were hopeful. Ibuki will continue to prosper. However, a useless puppet. His last remarks stuck with me. After that, several months went by. I no longer had the issue instructions. Things will keep improving without the need for me to give each and every order. I hear the employee morale is also rising. Now that the business is booming and the future is bright, I can deduce that the reforms have been a success, which is why this company no longer has any need for me. No, it's more than that. The company will be better off without me. The reforms are complete. The future of the company booms or busts will ultimately depend on the employees themselves. The company will run smoother without my invisible hand behind every move. Or at least, that's what I tell myself. I can't stop thinking about it. A useless puppet. I still struggle to grasp the meaning behind those words. I'm not hurt. I just can't understand. I did everything I was ordered to, with the best of my ability. Did I make a mistake without noticing? At that point, I realized my thoughts are occupied by non-work related matters. Questions about my existence. And one day, I voiced those questions. What are humans? What is normal? Excuse me? Miyoshi-san stared at me in confusion. It's a difficult question, I know. I wasn't seeking my answer. I only wanted to convey what was on my mind. What are humans? What is normal? I know my origins. That's not what I'm asking about. I mean, my spliced soul. The words are straightforward in meaning, but it isn't that simple. I'm not aware of any others like me existing. The fact that I woke up and gained sentience is a miracle in and of itself. Spending my days cooped up in this small room would be a waste of my opportunity given to me. There might be more than I can do. I can barely contain myself anymore. However, before I leave, there is one thing that I must have at all costs. Can you give me a name? I need one if I want to live in the outside world. Are you sure you want me to give you a name? You're the only other one here. Well, fair point. You're the one who acknowledged me since I woke up. I have no one else but you, so I like you to the side. She's the only other person I have talked to. In fact, she may even understand me better than I myself do. She and no one else. She should name me. Ibuki. How about Ibuki Kanto? Ibuki Kanto. Ibuki Kanto. Ibuki Kanto. Okay, I like that. It has a nice ring to it. Considering that all my actions since my awakening has revolved around the company, Ibuki seems like an apt last name. Kanto as well. If she thought hard and came up with it, then I'm sure it's a good name for me. Ibuki Kanto. It's perfect. I've now taken the first step towards discovering myself. Thank you for giving me my name. I bow my head as a way of thanks. It happens naturally without intent. Is this a normal thing that happens? I'm surprised at how natural the action came to me. My heart then starts throbbing. A feeling of elation overcomes me. A feeling like nothing I've ever experienced. When I felt thankful, I simply bowed my head to show it. Something new is sprouting within me. But that isn't enough. I want to experience many, many more things. That is why today, I leave this room. Ibuki Kanto's life begins now. The first thing he does is get mugged. The first thing he does is get his ass kicked. Dun, 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 dun. Parquet. Parquet. Rino Ikabara. Or whatever. Tsubasa Kido. Are these slaves? What the fuck? Like they're in a room. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. I said enough. I have exited the room. I have no aim, but I have a purpose. Learn what normal is. Learn what humans are. It's nothing grandiose, I know. But I want to leave, see the world, and interact with all sorts of other people. I want to experience the kind of normal life that none of the information inputs into me can elucidate. First, I want to go to a populous place. I want to become used to be surrounded by people. With that in mind, I head to the station and then board a train. I venture to the city. Here, my new life will begin. I can't even begin to imagine what I'll experience. However, I'm not afraid. The uncertainty caused my chest to fill with excitement. I'll just worry about things as they come. I take a deep breath and step into the outside world. Starting now, I am Ibuki Kanto. Walking outside is much more exciting than I dared to imagine. The cold winter breeze touches my face. That's far different than the conditioned air I'm used to. The warm sunlight serving as a relief from the crawling cold. The voices of all the passerbys. The buzz of cars on the street and the smell of exhausted fumes. Then, the view of a bird slowing down through the tree branches onto the ground. These things seem so commonplace, yet they're things that I couldn't find within the confines of those four walls. When I ride on the train, I can see the scenery outside the window changing like a blur. Even if they are fundamentally similar, each station we stop at has a different feel to it. Is the place I'm heading to also this vibrant, I wonder? I arrive at the city, full of hope and excitement. After stepping out, there's one thing to do. Eat. Bleh! I spewed my gastric juices onto the concrete. Bleh! First thing I do, bleh! I'm gonna be a shut-in forever. Go back inside. I hate people. I feel so sick. My vision is spinning. It must be the sudden raise in temperature, because the pit of my stomach feels awful. My head feels like it's about to split too. Why is this happening to me? I was fine at first. I got off the train, left the station, and took in the scenery. Throngs of people scurried to and fro. There were shops, drugstores, and cafes as far as I can see. I also spotted some bars and restaurants and other types of shops. However, there didn't seem to be any residential buildings. Countless men and women of all ages walked on the sidewalk, and more cars than I can count rolled up by on the road. The city was full of so many new things. I couldn't have asked for anything more. In a city like this, even I could be accepted. This is all I expected and more. Maybe it's good to have an open mind. Wanting to know more about the city, I decided to take a stroll around. I enjoyed myself much more than I've ever imagined, and it ended up stopping and looking at all sorts of places. I eventually found a convenience store and walked in. They sold alcoholic beverages. I know where this is going. It turns out our fool right here, the borracho. This guy's an alcoholic. Borracho, man. Like a drunk, basically. He's gonna get drunk. They sell alcoholic beverages. Historically, people drink to relieve stress and recover from fatigue. The employees of Ibuki also drink. And I think Masayoshi-san does as well. It's been a beloved drink of many since ancient times. In fact, it would not be an overstatement to say that alcohol is deeply intertwined with the human experience. I have to drink it if I want to understand humans. After doing some research on my phone about the best-selling types of alcohol, I picked one label, Strong Max, without hesitation. And that's where you fucked up. That's where everyone fucks up. Like, if you want to try alcohol and not beer, just alcohol. I get that beer is alcohol, but beer is kind of shitty. But if you want to try alcohol, let me say it. You gotta be 21 first. But vodka, juice, or rum and Coke. Either one of those will be good. Or just vodka itself. It's basically like water. Like literally, I could just down it like water. easily. Surely this was a good choice. It was apparently the best-selling canned alcohol citywide and has been earned a record Guinness. I remember Masayoshi mentioning that she drinks this almost every day.
You feel real happy and forget about everything.
So she said, a broad smile plastered on her face.
Forget all about the criminal activities of this company. Like, even if this doll is like a doll, it's still a person,
It sells the most, so it has to be good. I triumphantly grabbed the can and paid for it. Which brings us back to the present, where I'm vomiting my guts out. This is the best-selling alcohol ever. It's not disgusting taste-wise, but for some reason, I feel sick to my stomach. My head aches terribly, and I can't do anything about the oppressive feeling in my stomach. I don't get it. Why does everyone drink this? Masayoshi-san was grinning so broadly. Does this really make her that happy? Maybe I just can't understand humans. I feel so sick. Guy girl. Hey! I'm talking to you, pal. I hear a voice nearby, directly above me. Oh, it's a girl. Fuck.
Are you, alive? You okay? Actually, never mind. You clearly aren't.
An unknown woman is looking down at me.
Want me to call you an ambulance?
No, I'm fine. I was just drinking and...
You drink the strong max?
My head hurts. I'm so dizzy. Ugh.
I think you just drank too much. You gotta pace yourself a booze, buddy.
Sorry.
Apologize to your stomach, not me.
I've never drunk before, so I didn't know.
Wait, that was your first experience of alcohol? You probably should have gone with something a little lighter.
Someone I knew recommended it. They drink it every day.
Maybe your buddy should get their liver looked at. Man, look at you. You're all red all everywhere.
Head hurts.
You don't seem intoxicated to me, but maybe I better call you an ambulance anyway.
I think I'll be fine.
Anyway, if you say so.
The woman stands up and walks away. I can't keep vomiting here all day. I think I ran out of gastric juices to her anyway. Why does alcohol make her feel happy? It doesn't do that for me, not at all. Maybe I'll talk to her. I recommend that she stop drinking. But now, I need to worry about my well-being. When will this discomfort subside? My cheeks are on fire. Ow. Inconceivable noises leave my mouth because of the sudden sensation.
What the heck was that?
You're that girl.
Here you go.
Huh?
Gotta stay hydrated.
Oh, okay? She pressed a can of warm tea against my cheek.
Just drink this. Once your stomach settles down, you can go for a sports drink to get back what you barked. Hydration is super important. If you don't feel better after, or your body gets chilly, you should actually call an ambulance.
Okay, thanks. She's holding out the can of tea for me. I sheepishly grab it and take a swig. She is really cute though.
Oh, and maybe go home and lay in bed for a bit.
Thanks for the help.
Just don't stay out too much longer.
Home. I don't want to go back to that room.
Complicated home life, eh? I guess you wouldn't be gulping down strong booze and barfing on the streets if your life was all rosy.
Well, considering that he's like, what, super rich? It's kind of rosy, but he doesn't know about it.
Maybe try to tone down the drinking from now on.
I don't think I'll ever drink again.
Wouldn't blame
She laughs at my assertion. Maybe my grave tone was amusing to her.
Come on now, finish the tea.
Ah, I feel a little less dizzy.
Great.
Really, thanks. Why go out of your way to help me, though? Why so much kindness to a stranger? Even I know people normally ignore drunk people on the street. No one but her stopped to talk to me.
I mean, most people would stop by if they saw someone almost dying on the sidewalk. No one else seems to want to get involved by alcohol intoxication is serious. Some people even take advantage of drunkards by stealing their wallets.
True.
It wouldn't sit right with me if I just turned a blind eye, you know? Or wait, did you not want me to bothering you?
No, I appreciate it. Thanks.
No problem. Looks like you're feeling fine enough to talk now. That's a relief. Well, I'm gonna head out now. I'm supposed to be working right now.
Okay, wait. Let me pay for the tea.
You should worry about sobering up first, pal. Don't forget to get that sports drink.
Thank you.
See ya.
I didn't expect to be met with such kindness. Even less so from a woman that was just passing by. We only spoke briefly, but that was enough for me to see the kindness in her heart. I'm not one to believe in such things as destiny, but I am fortunate to have met her. I'm once again reminded that I have many things to learn about the world. I'm glad I left that room, despite feeling so sick that I puked my guts out. Even that failure is an enriching experience. Yup it is. I'm not gonna lie, 21. Okay, first of all, have someone with you that is not drinking, or drink at home, but drink a lot. Like, not a lot to, die, because, if you have someone that's not drunk with you, they'll take that away from you, your alcohol, but enough to, know what a hangover is. It is a good experience to what? Tone down the drink a little bit. Just tone it down a bit. And that's how you gauge how much alcohol you can take. By going super hard your first time, then just gradually by, as time goes on, going less and less. Maybe to a point where, you're okay. Hopefully I'm not creating a alcoholic right here. I hope I'm not, but you know what I mean? It's an enriching experience. Not that I would like to repeat it. Surely this wouldn't be the first time I made a mistake here in the outside world. But through that, there is always the possibility of meeting more wonderful people. The thought brings me joy. I can't wait to see what tomorrow has in store for me. My heart leaps just thinking about the possibilities. My first day as Ibuki Kanto. I met her. Or rather, I met them. Parquet. Alrighty, and I'm gonna end it there.
Wait, yeah, we're gonna be there. It's only, 30 minutes?
I'm gonna end there because I gotta be honest with you. I recorded 3 videos today because I am going to go take care of my little sisters. And my God, I recorded for Friday's video with Sierra Ops. I recorded for Thursday's videos with Sierra Op, with Friday's video of the prologue, and today's video of, of now. Like, my God, I am tired. It's 4:50, man, in the morning. And I gotta edit 3 videos. And I gotta work at 9. I'm not sleeping today. At all. Maybe maybe an hour? An hour at most? Half an hour? Anyways. Wow, this is a really good game. I love it, man. I love the story, and it's it's really tugging at me. Because it's trying to find yourself, and that we all are trying to find ourselves in life. Even me, man. Even the stupid VTuber Bato right here is trying to find his purpose in life. Anyways, if you like this video, I want you to hit that subscribe button, beat up the like button, hit that notification after you hit the subscribe button to see whenever I post, and leave a comment saying that I am the baddest Chicano in the land. Alrighty, man. This is Gat saying farewell, and as always,